Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution here bringing in the light for you whenever you feel surrounded by shadows. In this reading, we're going to be taking a look at a relationship between you and someone else to answer the question, why has there been no contact? We're going to be diving deep to see what are they thinking? What are they feeling? So let's get into it. So let's get started here by creating some piles for you lovely souls to pick from. And I'm going to pull out 4 different cards here, okay? And then you can take a look at the images, of course, and see which one resonates the most with you. And just be aware that it can definitely be more than one, okay? So we have this, and this. Okay, so let us set these aside. So I'm going to give you a moment here to just take a look at these 4 images. Okay, and again, just pick which one seems to be resonating the most with you, and it's totally okay, totally normal if more than one resonates with you. It's just you get the pleasure of getting to listen to more than one reading. Okay, so focus in on the person that you are inquiring about, this person that you've had no contact with recently, and let's see if we can get some information from spirit as far as to what they're thinking, what they're feeling in the service of everyone's highest and greatest good. Okay, I feel like I have to say that we don't want to invade anyone's energetic privacy, of course. So a lot of this message is meant for you to hear to help you along your path. And so we'll see what spirit can share with us regarding this other person's thoughts and feelings, okay? What information is available. And we're going to do this, like Uno style. I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Uno, but card playing is one of my favorite things to do with family and friends because it's usually accompanied by so much laughter, so much joy, and just really good times. Because thankfully, some people don't like to play games with other people because they can get kind of competitive and easily upset if they don't win or whatever. But thankfully, my friends are all super fun and my family's all super fun, and no one really gets too hyped up about the game. So here are your 4 piles, beautiful souls, and I encourage you to, again, just focus in, pause the video if you need to, focus in on this person that you're inquiring about that you haven't had contact with, and see which of these piles, again, 1 or more, is calling most to you. There's no right or wrong, no need to put any pressure on yourself. This is all just about receiving, okay? So my dears, if you need to, you can pause it right here, but otherwise, go ahead and check out the description box below, and you can click on the link to the timestamp for whichever heart is calling to you. Okay, lovely fam, for those of you who chose this beautiful card number 1, pile number 1, looks like there's these 2 angels here, and I see 3 hearts. And I think that's beautiful because 3 is a number of creation, is a number of collaboration and bringing things together. And this relationship looks actually very nurturing and very loving and very caring. And so let's see what it says on the back. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Whoa, wow, can we not start off this pick a card reading with a more appropriate card that though we may be physically apart, not have maybe physical contact, spiritually we are always united. Wow, that is so beautiful. I love it. What a great way to start this reading. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here, and I pulled these 5 cards, so let's see what energies they have. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. And then we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. And then next we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. And then we have the sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. And I think we need to scoot these over to make a little bit more room for our fifth and final card here. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay, whoa. So this is really, really lovely to see here. I'm seeing what's really strong here is that we have healthy choices, the sword and rose, and kisses. And so this just speaks to the strength of the relationship that the two of you have. It could be romantic, it could be more familial, friendship type of thing. And what I'm getting here is, they're really sad that they haven't been able to connect with you more deeply or in the way that they normally would, whether that be spending time physically in each other's spaces, or whether that be, having the opportunity to speak on the phone and text back and forth. Perhaps, what you or the other person has just been quite busy recently, and it's just been hard to really find that time where you're both available to really connect with each other and hold space for each other. And then here with the seduction one, this one is very, very interesting, I find personally, because what this speaks to more for me is the last statement here, that there is third party interference. And so what I'm getting here is that there are maybe some old belief systems and old patterns that are coming up that are making you question the validity of this relationship, okay? Like you or the other person were hurt in the past because of this seduction, this, flirting, hooking up, this temptation. And there's this, underlying fear that perhaps that energy is coming in again into this relationship that has so much value and is so important to you. And so this, to me, being kind of in the center here, it's telling me this is sort of the driving force for you to find your way to this reading, is that you are having some doubts. Maybe someone else is even putting these doubts in your mind because it says third party interference. So someone around you might have said, oh, you better check in on this person and see what they're up to because they haven't texted you or they haven't talked to you in like 2 or 3 days. You better see what's up, that they're not playing around and doing something shady, right? Like maybe someone around you had said something like that or something very similar, and now that planted the seed of doubt and worry in your mind, and you need that reassurance that everything is a-okay. And what I'm seeing here is that it really is, okay? And what is really important here is this card, I would say, for the two of you, but I'm sensing more for you at this point, since you're the person asking these questions and inquiring, is this is about making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. And so what this speaks to me of here is that there's an opportunity for you to trust in yourself more and value yourself more and give yourself some self-love, okay? Because you attract what you are, not what you want. I'm not sure if you're familiar with law of attraction, but you attract what you are, not what you want. And so if you're in this vibration of fear and doubt, then that energy will find its way into your life. You are magnetizing and attracting that kind of energy. But if you value your worth, you value yourself, you love yourself, then you'll attract those people and those circumstances that reflect that love that you have for yourself. Okay, and this is a perfect opportunity to reflect on that, because this person that you're thinking about, hello, they called you my beloved. They are really all about you, and they said nothing is missing. So really, first and foremost, trust yourself and don't really give an improportionate amount of value to the words of other people. Okay, so let's pull out some tarot cards here and let's get another deeper layer of information here. Let's illuminate some things that you may be missing or that you're not quite seeing so clearly because you are, feeling certain ways about things, and sometimes it's just a little hard to get a good perspective on a situation when you're actually, knee deep in it, right? And you're not able to kind of see the bigger picture here. So let's see what else we can gather about what they're thinking and what they're feeling to serve everyone's highest and greatest good. All right, so we have Three of Wands, Five of Swords, Four of Swords, Queen of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of swords energy up in here, guys. Ace of Chalices. Well, that's a beautiful card to sort of end this section of card pulls on. So here what I'm seeing is that you have this expectation, and of course they have their expectations as well, as to where this relationship is going. We see this person here sort of leading this caravan, right? So you have these expectations. They're almost a bit inflexible at this point. And you have your thoughts on where this should go. This other person has their thoughts on where this is going. And it's really about having those energies and those feelings and those paths aligning together. Okay. And then here, what this is so actually it's these three cards here that are kind of going together because they're all swords elements here. Okay. So what I'm sensing here is there is this fear that everything is going to fall apart. And there's this fear that you or the other person is afraid that they might do something to mess it up. Okay, so neither of you wants to mess this thing up, this friendship, this romance, whatever it is, situationship, if you will. So neither of you wants to mess this thing up, but for whatever reason, one or both of you are afraid you will. And what this is saying here is give it a rest. Give these self-defeating thoughts a rest, okay? Because that is not the truth of this situation, all right? And so what I'm getting is there's a lot of like saying sorry here in this dynamic, like, oh, sorry for bothering you, or sorry for taking so much of your time, and right, those kind of like apologizing for really nothing. Like there's no wrongdoing here. And so it's really about giving that energy a rest. And again, self-love, valuing yourselves, okay? Your emotional needs deserve to be filled. And the same for this other person, okay? And there's no need to apologize for the way that you feel. Now, with the Queen of Swords here, what I'm getting is that there's a lot of nonsense happening here. I'm trying to think of another way to put this, but there's a lot of nonsense happening here in that there are too many thoughts swirling around that really have no evidence to support it. Okay, that there's a lot of these narratives happening because of past traumas, past hurts, and you're like transposing them on this situation. Okay, so it's like maybe in the past someone did something to hurt you and they were acting the same way, and so subconsciously or maybe even consciously you're transposing that experience here into what this relationship is, and you're thinking, oh, the last time you or they are thinking, oh, the last time someone didn't text me for 2 days, this is what happened, okay? And that is not the case because it's different people, different time, different stages of soul growth and evolution. And so the Queen here is just really calling you to look at the truth of the situation. Look at the evidence, okay? And yeah, I'm getting this card is actually more about you than the other person. Like this can kind of go either way, but this card is more about you. And what I'm getting here is that honestly, you and the other person together, you really enjoyed the dynamic you had before you kind of lost communication. There was a lot of playfulness, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It was like literally overflowing. And neither of you really want to give that up, okay? You and the other person. It's just that at this point in time, outside circumstances are just preventing you from being able to connect as frequently or in the way that you did previously. But this is just a phase. This is just like a chapter. This is just a moment in the story of your relationship together. And so I would just say like have faith and just ride this period of time because this isn't going to be forever. Okay? So let's take a look here at some parting guidance and love and wisdom from the divine to help ease the energies of this situation where there hasn't really been much contact, okay? So we have forgive. Is your heart feeling heavy or do you feel despair? Do you have anger or hatred? Forgiveness is the key. Everybody makes mistakes, including you. We are all on our spiritual paths and learning. Wow, it's beautiful. So what I'm getting here is, and trust me, I know what it feels like to notice these patterns in your life and these patterns within your relationships where someone hurt you in some way, shape, or form in the past, and you're just afraid of getting hurt again, so you try to protect yourself from that, right? And part of this healing process and part of what it means to move forward and really attract and nurture the types of relationships you really do want is to forgive past relationships. Okay? So, all the people that hurt you in the past, forgive them because the longer you hold on to that hurt, it's like linking your energy with pain, linking your energy with distrust, linking your energy with fear and anxiety. And so, what we want to do is sever that link. And the best way to break that link is with forgiveness. Just forgiving the other person for hurting you. Again, forgiveness is not necessarily saying what they did was right. Forgiveness is all about saying, hey, you hurt me in the past, but I won't let that hurt and pain stop me from getting what I actually deserve and what I want in life, okay? That pain and that hurt is not going to trap me and restrict me in the energy of pain and hurt. I'm going to free that energy up and let it go so I can welcome in love and nurturing and abundance and trust. Okay? So that is what forgiveness is about. So just forgiving people in the past that have hurt you. You don't have to necessarily speak with them, but you can just go into meditation and energetically like see their face, see their aura, and just forgive them on the astral plane. Okay, my loves. So I hope this reading helped you out. If it did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Like this video for me, please, if you would be so kind. And if you enjoy the way I do these readings, please, by all means, subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you will be alerted anytime I post a new video. And lastly, for those of you who feel like you could use a little bit more one-to-one or like specific guidance with your particular situation, I do have in my schedule some openings to do one-to-one energy readings and coaching sessions to help you get on track to your highest and greatest vibration. So I look forward to connecting with all of you again very, very, very soon. Have a very wonderful rest of your day. Sending you lots of love and light. Mwah. Hello, fam. So for those of you who chose this card here, this pile number 2, we got some steamy, sexy action happening up in here. Ooh, child. This is so sensual, and I really love it. So let's see what it says on the back. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Oh, wow. It's very, very interesting to get this card because we're channeling in some energy about no contact, and this magnetic and seductive energy is around you at present, so enjoy it. And maybe you haven't had the opportunity to connect with this person to really share this passion with them. And so let's see what the cards have to say about it. I'm getting some little whiffs of energy here, but let's see what the cards have to say first, okay? So first up, we have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay? And we have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Wow, so I'm already getting the vibes that this person that you haven't had contact with is like they're doing fine. They're really happy. They don't have any doubt in their mind about like, wanting to connect with you. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. And the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. Oh, wow. Oh, this is taking like a very interesting turn in flavor. Love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you, and letting you know. Okay, peeps. So, for those of you who chose this, what they are thinking right now, even though they haven't had any contact with you, is that they are really passionate about you. Like they are really feeling you. And what I'm actually getting overall here is that they're just not really sure how to approach you, okay? Like they're so into you, and maybe they're worried about coming off a little too strong, a little too desperate. I get the feeling that maybe they're trying to play it cool, but they are really, truly feeling you is what I'm getting here. Like, my gosh, this boat, if you look at the waves here, it looks like they really want to move fast. Like, they want to get to know you, they want to connect with you, but they're just maybe a little bit nervous because maybe they find you intimidating, actually, okay? Maybe they're not sure if you're really into them at all, and that's what's giving them some pause. But, like, they want to go on a date with you. Um, and I feel like this energy, honestly, right here is a little bit more for them. Perhaps they had a heartbreak or a disappointment recently, and they're a little nervous to get back out there, like the card says, to like meet someone new, date someone new, and they're really eyeing you and they really feel for you because they feel this happiness, this playfulness, this oneness. They enjoy your energy, like they feel that with you. But they're a little bit afraid, they're a little bit uncertain, and but they honestly, at the end of it all, they really want to get to know you better and have a relationship with you in some shape or form, right? And I get the sense though that they are thinking of you and they are just pulling up the nerve to text you or give you a ring and ask you out. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here, and it's super fun and it's super cute. It feels like one of those rom-com like love story things is what I'm getting here. It's just really adorable, okay? So what I'm getting as far as like some messages for you is to just like be a little bit patient with them, okay? Because they're really into you. It's just they have some nerves to work through that have nothing to do with you because they think you're freaking awesome. It's more to do with their like confidence and kind of overcoming their fears to approach you, okay? Woo! I love it! Okay, so let's see what other messages we can get from the tarot here about your connection here with this person and that you haven't had contact with, and kind of see what else we can glean as far as like what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Okay, I feel like the deck is like stop shuffling me. So we are going to respect that. And I'm sensing the energy of 3 here. So we're gonna do this as like this. Okay, so here, first out, we have 9 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. We have Queen of Pentacles. Star. Oh my god, that's lovely. And then we have the Lovers. What? And we have the 5 of Chalices. Okay, so honestly, like a lot of positive energy here. This one is a little bit, not so positive looking. And I would say it speaks more to their past, honestly. So, first up here, this card is classically known as like the wish card. And so you see like these lovely kids here. A lot of their wishes are granted. They have like little treats here. They get to play with these awesome looking toys. They're really just having fun. And what this is telling me is like, in combination with the star card, which is also kind of like wish energy, it's like you're this person that you have everything that they could have wished for, that they wanted. And they're really in that space of like, oh my God, this is like too good to be true. Oh my God, I like lost my words there for a second. But it almost feels like it's too good to be true, and they're just like a little bit nervous. But they have this flame and this fire for you that they're afraid to show just yet. Like they don't want to come on too strong, or they're afraid. What I'm getting here is they're afraid you're gonna think they're crazy and they're kind of extra. So that's why they're feeling a bit reserved, and they haven't had contact with you so much recently. And what's so beautiful about this one here is Queen of Pentacles. Now, it doesn't matter if you're male or female bodied. What this Queen of Pentacles refers to is that they really value your kindness, your nurturing nature, and the way that you care for people, and you make people feel so safe, so warm, so seen, respected. Like they really, really love that about you. And I get the sense that they didn't really have that type of exchange with a relationship in the past. And so that makes them value your energy and the way you carry yourself so much more. And there's a lot of red in this card too. I don't know if you notice like these red flowers, which could be roses, right? They have these red berries and fruits, and she's wearing a red dress. So like they have a lot of passion for you, right? That we talked about here. They have a lot of passion for you. Oh, something else that just came through here is they got a little bit burnt in the past when they let their passions run away with them, like where they just went wild and they went for it, and then they got kind of burned in the end, okay? And so that's another reason for their caution. And what I'm getting from this Lovers card here is that they really want a genuine connection. Okay, they're at the point in their life right now because they've been, evolving, and they're trying to take things to the next step in their life. Is they're looking for someone to settle down with and build a home with right here. Okay, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for this divine partnership. All right, that's what they want in their life right now. They don't want to be playing around. They don't want to just be dating around, hooking up. Like, that's not their energy right now. They're looking for something serious. And because that's their intention, they're really taking their time and wanting to get to know people and understand their emotions and sort of calm their passions a little bit so that they don't make any mistakes like they have in the past. And that's kind of what this card is here, okay? Just kind of segueing into it, kind of supporting what we've been talking about, is that they've been hurt, they've been burned in their past, they've been left by people, and they've, it really hurt them, and they've been analyzing like, what went wrong? What did I do that I could have done better? They're in that space, and so they don't want to, repeat. They don't want to have a rerun of that season of their show, the show of their life. They don't want to replay that heartbreaking scene. And so they're really looking at you and trying to temper their passion so that they don't make the same mistakes that they've made in the past with you, because they really see something like a future with you. Okay, that's so sweet and so beautiful. My card two, pile two peeps. So let's pull a last and okay, just kidding. We're not gonna pull it. It's just gonna pop on out for us. Oh wow, you got two. Oh hey, thank you for being so generous, universe. So you got two cards here. I'm going to put this one to the side for a second. Let's focus on this. It says, trust your intuition. You are receiving the right messages. Ask the divine to clear your ego. Have confidence. Trust your gut feelings. Affirmations will help you connect with the divine. Wow. So, what this is telling me here is that you already have a sense of what their energy is like and what their energy is telling you, but your ego, which is all that societal conditioning and what people in your life, culture is saying, like, oh, this is how they should be behaving. This is what they should be doing. This is how they should act. This is how the story is supposed to unfold. Like, there are all these things within the ego that are creating this doubt, creating this fear and this worry in your mind as to why there hasn't been contact and why, things aren't moving the way that you wanted them to, or why this person isn't doing what you think they should be doing. Okay, so universe is saying clear your ego. Okay, have confidence that you are a beautiful, wonderful person, and that this other person sees that in you, and that they know that you are totally worth it, and that's why they don't want to mess up. Okay, because they don't want to screw things up with you, because they see your value and they see your worth. So here, your bonus card. It says no judgment. Are you comparing yourself with others? Everyone is different and unique. Focus on improving yourself and on your own happiness rather than focusing on others. And so, what this is telling to me is twofold. First, you're looking at the way other people's relationships have gone, and maybe they're trying to give you advice based on how their relationships have gone, but their experience does not match up with yours. You are unique, you are different, so your love story is gonna have a different twist than some of the people that may have been whispering in your ear and that you've been sort of, asking for advice on and running your thoughts by, right? And the other thing here is that not to worry about this other person, okay? Because they are going through their feelings, and what they feel for you is very, very positive. And so having these worries and doubts as to why they're not contacting you isn't the best way to nurture your relationship. Okay, the best way to nurture your relationship is to make sure that you're in a high vibration and you're in a good space. So, doing what actually makes you happy rather than waiting for them to reach out to you, and let that be the star of your thoughts for the whole day. Like, stop thinking about, like, oh, how come they haven't texted me yet? When are they going to text me? Like, what's going on with them? Spend less of your day actually thinking about those things, and more of your day doing things that make you happy, whatever your hobbies are, exercising, creating, going shopping, spending time with loved ones, cooking. Like, do things that make you happy during your day, okay? Because, you know, when you're not feeling happy and you're feeling worried, like, it's not gonna be a lot of fun to connect with other people, okay? Like, think about this. When you see people who are very anxious and nervous and worried, do you really want to have that kind of energy as well? Like, do you like, oh, I wish I were nervous and anxious and worried also? Like, no, right? And some people, that makes them really uncomfortable and they don't want to be around that energy. And so I would encourage you to focus on your happiness and your joy, because that's just going to make this person see you even more highly, okay? They're gonna see that playfulness and that fun that they love about you, and that might give them the courage to say something, okay? So I hope these messages resonated with you who chose this pile, and if it did, please give this video a thumbs up, like this video, and of course make sure you subscribe to this channel and set the notification bell to always, so you are notified and alerted when I post the next video. Now, for those of you who need a little bit more one-to-one attention and specific guidance, I encourage you to go ahead and take a look at the description box below, because you'll see a link there to book a coaching session, an energy reading session with me, and that way we can really pull in the divine guidance and wisdom to help you align with your highest and greatest self. All right, my loves. So I will see you next time. I'm so happy to be able to pass these lovely messages on to you today. And until next time, take care. Oh, here's some hearts for you. Hello there, my darling pile three. Look at your card. It is so gorgeous. There's like this beautiful pink heart with white light in the center here, which is speaking to me of like divine love energy. And you have it emanating this beautiful green energy, which is just calling forth to me about like Mama Gaia energy here, like very grounded energy, very nourishing energy. So let's see what it says on the back, okay? Secret admirer. Oh my god. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Oh man. So, this person that you were inquiring about, they got some secrets here. They got some secret feelings that they are not wanting to share with you at this moment. And maybe, well, probably, honestly, most likely, that is why they are not communicating with you right now because maybe they are just feeling hella shy. Oh, child. This is so cute. Okay, let's see what these other cards say here. Let's get some more info. The Golden Mirror. Self absorbed, narcissist, one sided relationship, love bombing. And then here we have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Oh, I'm starting to get some whiffs of the vibes here. So let's see. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. That one right there, not showing their hand, that's the essence of being a secret admirer, right? Twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Oh, so this connection is really, really strong. And it's emotionally very charged. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So, what I'm kind of sensing here for you, my dears, is that you have the secret admirer here, um, and they're just really afraid and they're lacking confidence, okay? Because they are, maybe they're a little bit risk averse, right? And they're afraid to take a gamble. And they feel like maybe this is a one sided, feeling, okay? And they're just not so sure. But they really sense that strong connection with you. And what I'm getting here, to be honest, is that this is somebody that you know more in like the friend realm, or that they're an acquaintance of yours, okay? Maybe you met each other through work or some type of group activity or community gathering. Maybe it's like a friend of a friend. Maybe you met them at like a dinner or some kind of celebration, whatever. And now they just want to get to know you more, even better, because they feel super connected with you. But they're thinking to themselves, like, am I in the friend zone? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, where you think that the person only sees you as a friend, and because they've just known you as a friend for so long, that's kind of the category that they placed you in, and they're not really open to taking that relationship to the next level. Um, I don't know about you, but I know I've had some crushes on my friends in the past, and I was feeling a lot of these things, like self sabotaging, feeling it was one sided, of being afraid of taking risk, and those types of things. And, sometimes it doesn't work out and sometimes it does. So I would suggest that maybe you start to just think and see about how do you feel about this person, right? What are your thoughts with them? And, twin flames, I just want to point this out just because obviously I don't. This is your life journey, this is your life path, and you should do what feels most aligned with you. Twin flames don't necessarily have to be romantic partners. Twin flames could be really, really close friends, and they could even be family matters. Family matters. That's like the TV show. Family members. What a twin flame relationship really speaks to be honest, is that it's this really influential and soul shaking kind of relationship because it's so powerful and it helps you to grow, okay? So twin flames, I mean, we look at it here, yin yang and duality complement each other. So twin flame relationships are not about you being the exact same like the other person, like a perfect match, for example. And that's, I would say, like a common misconception. And some people like to romanticize twin flame relationships, but really twin flame relationships are these very powerful, soul altering, soul life changing relationships that can challenge us, that can take us outside of our comfort zone and and force us to adapt and change the way we see things. Okay? And so this, whatever this relationship is and will be for the two of you, it's one that's meant to really grow and evolve the two of you. And that, again, can be with a romantic twist and flavor to it, but it can also be with this sort of platonic energy, right? Friendship, familyship, kinship. So apply it however it goes for you and your journey and your story, because again, this is a general reading. So let's get some more information here from the tarot, okay? And let's see what else we can glean about this other. Okay, I feel like these two cards are just like dying to come and speak to you. So we will let them say their piece. And there's another. Okay, so the deck has a lot of words. Got a lot of words for you. Oh, okay, well, there we go. We got our 5. So let's see what these, before we like kind of highlight those, let's see what these first two. Oh, you got 6. Okay, okay, we're breaking the mold here. So we have the 10 of coins. Let's just make sure we can fit everything on this field of vision. The 2 of wands, the 7 of pentacles or coins, and then we have the 8 of pentacles, 4 of pentacles, and the 3 of pentacles. Okay, well, we got a lot of like pentacle energy up in here. We only got like the one. So, okay, a lot of earthly matters, a lot of physical concerns here. Okay, so let's see. We got 7, 8, 10, 3, 4. Okay. Interestingly enough, what I'm asked to do right now for y'all is do some numerology. So we got to employ our maths here, guys. So we have 10, we got, let's use coins only. So this is a 15, so we have 25, and then we have 29, and then we have 32. Yes? So 10, 17, 25, 29, 32. So 3 and 2 reduced down to a 5. So we got change, we got growth, we got challenges kind of coming through here, okay? And so really what I'm sensing is this is about understanding how you define and how you create relationships in your lives, okay? Like, you know how some people, when you meet them, you kind of categorize them, right? It's like, oh, this is so-and-so, they like this, they like that show, they like, this is their hobbies, this is their interest, and so they're this type of person. And then I have this friend who does things this way, they're interested in that kind of thing, and then they like this, right? So it's like, if you remember your time back in high school, guys, you know how they have like, oh, those are the jocks, those are the nerds, those are the band geeks, those are the cool kids, those are the potheads, right? Can you guess which group I belong to? Just kidding. So we have these categorizations that we give people. And so what this whole experience is challenging you to is to let people and let yourself exist outside of that box. Like, break free of these labels, break free of these boxes, and allow people to kind of surprise you, and allow people to grow and evolve, and your impression of them and your categorization of them to grow and evolve as well, okay? That's what I'm kind of sensing here from that number 5 energy about changing and shifting. And so what we have here is like, you know, a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment coming on their end is how they feel, right? And from here, it's like they're looking at every little action and step they've taken in your life and with you, right? Any interactions with you, and they're trying to logically come to this conclusion as to, like, okay, if I ask them out or if I make a move, will they be open to it? Will they say yes? Or are they gonna, maybe shoot me down or tell me no? And then our relationship is gonna be forever changed. Maybe they're afraid it might even be ruined, right? So that's kind of what their energy is like here. And with this is, they want to take it to the next level. That's like at the heart of what they're doing. And this person is just creating these little circles, but this person's creating a sculpture. They're creating a masterpiece. So they want to elevate the relationship with you. And with this, they kind of see the world with you, right? They think the world of you. And so they want that connection, that deeper connection than what is already present. And here with the Four of Pentacles, it's there's a lot weighing on their mind is what I'm getting here. There's a lot of like details and like logistics. I don't even know where these are coming from for them because it's matters of the heart, right? And so sometimes logistics have no role in it, and it's just really about trusting your gut, trusting your instincts. And then here is this collaboration, which feels, generally this energy is super friendly and super collegial, right? It's like partnership, collaboration, and it doesn't really involve a lot of friend or romantic feelings. So this could, again, be someone you met in a community, be someone you met at work, and you guys get along really, really well. Maybe you are volunteers or something like that, right? Or maybe you are in this hiking group or this book club or whatever kind of group or club or what are those things called? Where you have like memberships and things. Oh my God, maybe you guys even go to the same gym. Anyways, totally random thought there. And so, they again are concerned that you might not be open to the possibility of introducing romance into your dynamic, but they are crushing on you hard. And my sense is they have felt this way for quite some time, and they're just not sure how to proceed with it. Okay, so let's see a last piece of guidance and wisdom for you in particular, okay, when it comes to this reading and their energies, because again, you create your reality. So as much as other people are involved in our lives, they are not the ultimate say-so in what happens for us, okay? So let's kind of come back to you as the person inquiring, and let's serve you and your soul. Learning. It is time to learn something new from books, school, or from other people. The power of knowledge makes you smarter and wiser. Keep your curiosity alive. And so what I'm getting here, because this card here is also about learning, but what I'm getting here is that the universe is encouraging you to be very, very open, okay? And not stick so strictly to the labels and the rules that you give the people in your life, okay? To have a little bit of flexibility and to be open to, becoming smarter and wiser and just having that energy of curiosity about sort of this like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. Who knows? And kind of have that mindset of what is there to gain here? What can be gained versus like what will be lost, So some of these people, when they're in friendships for a long time and they start to have romantic feelings for the other person, there's a lot of fear of loss about their feelings not being received or welcomed. And that can color the outcome, right? That will play a very key role in the outcome of this revelation of your feelings. And so instead of thinking what's the worst that can happen, I would encourage you to flip that to say what's the best that can happen. And you can use that saying in all parts of your life, not just in romance, okay? Just keep asking yourself, what's the best that can happen? And for you, my pile 3, I really would encourage you to type that in the comments below to affirm that within your subconscious and plant that seed of positive energy and positive vibrations, okay? So if you enjoyed this reading, loves, make sure to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, like this video. And of course, if you enjoy this reading style, make sure you subscribe to this channel and set the notification bell to always, so you get an alert anytime I post a new video to serve your highest and greatest good. And lastly, for those of you who are finding yourself in a position where you really need that one-to-one focus and attention, that specific guidance catered for you, I encourage you to check the description box below and book a coaching session, a reading session with me, so that we can get you aligned with your highest and greatest pathway. All right? So until next time, darlings, have a beautiful and very wonderful day, and I will catch you all again later. Chan! Hello, my pile four. I'm so excited to have you here today to share these messages for your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of all those involved. And I'm loving your image here. What really stands out to me is this golden heart here with these flames and these butterflies. So I'm sensing this sort of evolution in regards to what you're inquiring about here, this evolution, this growth that's connecting you even more with your heart energy, all right? Because she looks so serene and she looks like super calm and collected, like she just knows, right? Do you see that? So let's see what this card has to say. Only time will tell. Interesting, interesting. I suppose I can see she kind of has that neutral face where she's just at peace. And perhaps what she actually knows is that things will always work out well. Okay, things will work out as they should, and so there's no need to panic. So she has that knowing that even though they don't know the details of what's going to happen, they know that it will all work out. And so that's the energy that I'm also getting from this person that you are asking about, okay? That they are really in this space right now of a pause. And that's why they haven't been contacting you. Is they're just waiting to see what's going to happen in the next, couple of days, and waiting to see what unfolds before they make any kinds of moves. I'm getting that they're really a patient type of person, and they're not really one to rush into things. So let's see what else the cards have to say. So lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval. Oh, there's that word, transformation. So maybe that's where I was picking this up from. And we have passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. And lastly, talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. Okay, maybe that's supposed to be hovering. I don't know. That's interesting, hoovering. So what I'm getting from this, my loves, is that, they are really taking a pause right now to sort of look at the bigger picture, okay? Just like all of us, we have a history here, okay? And that history, some people like to interpret that as having baggage, all right? And what I'm getting here is that they're really trying to let go and focus on you because they're interested in you, okay? They feel this insane chemistry with you. They have fun with you. And what I'm also getting here is that they were surprised at meeting you. They were surprised with connecting with you. Like you were someone that came into their life, or you said something to them, or the last time you hung out and spent time together, you really shocked them and surprised them and made them rethink things about how they view the world, how they view relationships, like what's going on with their mess, right? Like where is their mess holding them back and restricting them and creating circumstances that aren't truly the things that they desire, right? Where is that subconscious blockages and belief systems coming up and affecting their life? And they are experiencing some triggers and some turmoils from the past, and those are things that need to come up and be healed in order to move forward on a higher vibration. Okay. And what I was getting for some of you who chose this card, this one here, the other woman, I don't want you to panic, because it's not about them necessarily having another person that they're interested in. Okay. This is more that there was another person, and it could be a woman, like female bodied, or it could be, someone who has a lot of divine feminine energy and a lot of divine feminine expression. But that person, this woman, you know, really kind of hurt them in the past. And that's part of what's triggering them. And so this other woman, it might not even be someone romantic. It could be like a boss. It could be their mom, could be their sister, could be a coworker, could be, again, obviously, it could be an ex-lover. And so this person really hurt them in the past, and they're getting triggered. And they're really looking at themselves and saying, like, my gosh, why am I getting triggered? How am I getting triggered? Like, what is this within me that's getting triggered? Because I don't want this to affect the relationship I have with you, the person that's, asking about this reading. So they're really thoughtful in that sense, and they just kind of don't know how to move forward. Okay? They don't really have the skill sets or the knowledge yet on what's the best way to move forward when they're feeling triggered. When they're feeling, sort of shocked or surprised, right? They're not really having the easiest of time processing it, and that's why it's like only time will tell. So they just need that time to let the energies, let the emotions settle, and they don't want it to come out. At least they know this much. They don't want it to come out in the wrong way and potentially hurt you or hurt other people around them. But what I'm getting here is that they are really, really close to sorting everything out to their comfort level. And so they'll be reaching out to you soon, okay, loves? So, and then you can maybe speak to them a little bit more and get the deets as far as what their situation is. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards here and get some more information on this person and what they're thinking, what they're feeling, whatever is, allowed by spirit and universe without invading their privacy too much. So, okay. So we have 2 cards come out already. We just need 3 more. So we have 6 of Cups, 6 of Chalices, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, beautiful. Oh, wow, the Hanged Man. Okay, this is a major arcana card, so we got a lot going on there that we can look at. And another major arcana card, the Devil. Interesting. So let me just say, what I'm sensing here is that this person is maybe going through something like a dark night of the soul, dark night of the ego, because you have come into their life and you've really started to challenge and awaken things within them that were lost. And so now they're just kind of at the space of like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure what to do here. Pardon me for the pause and the interruption, loves. I had to attend to my nephew. He wanted to come in and see what was going on. So back to your reading, my loves. So what I'm actually sensing here is we have the 6 of Cups and we have the 9 of Cups. And you can see here there's a lot of child energy, right? There's a lot of children present. And so what I'm sensing is, when we were talking earlier about this dark night of the soul, dark night of the ego kind of vibe, there really is some healing that needs to happen here with the inner child for this person, okay? And you see these parental figures here hovering over these 2 children as they're, passing on this one is, the older child is giving this younger child like this bouquet right here, right? And so what this is telling me again is speaking back to their time as a child. And this, I would say, is more open-ended as to like their caregivers. So it might not be mom and dad. It might be foster parents, adoptive parents. It might be grandparents, older siblings that took care of them in the past. And so when they were children, certain events happened that kind of shaped and formed their self-esteem, their self-worth, and they learned certain techniques and ways to handle things that come up in their life. And sometimes those coping mechanisms, if you will, aren't really the best coping mechanisms for where they're at now in their life, okay? And what I'm getting is that you're really bringing a lot of this out in them because they do want to grow. They do want to become a better person, for themselves, but in a way also for you because they value the relationship that you have together. And with this hanged man, what I'm sensing here is that they are really getting this new perspective on their past, new perspective on their upbringing, which shaped their values and belief systems, okay? And so right here, what I'm seeing is that there was a lot of conflict in their past, right? Whether it be external or internal. Maybe they were bullied even in their past. And because they're feeling your love and your attraction, it's really bringing those things up for when they had a lack of those elements in their life. And it's, the universe is saying, hey, now is a time where perhaps you can heal these wounds from the past where you were feeling teased, where you were feeling persecuted, where we were feeling judged and criticized and bullied. And now you can release that because there's an abundance of love here. We got the 9 of Cups, which is emotions. And the 9 is a very abundant number. And so there's, the support that this person needs for this transformation, this transition in their life is there and it's available. And what's happening here now, some people get a little bit alarmed when they see the Devil card, but what the Devil card is really about is about feelings of guilt, feelings of remorse, being a slave to like belief systems, to patterns, to conditioning that don't really apply to you anymore, that don't really apply to where you are at your life any longer, okay? Like, for example, maybe they had, let's just keep it kind of general. Maybe in their past, in their childhood, something happened which made them feel like they weren't worthy of being loved. And so they were chained down and they were held captive by that belief. And they were seeing like, demons and enemies and danger all around them. And they're coming to find that that's actually not true. Because of your relationship with them, now their eyes are being opened to, realizing, hey, I can be loved. I am worthy of being loved. I have value and importance in the world. Okay, and that's really challenging for them. And kind of going back to this, only time will tell, is really they have to make a choice here. All right? From moment to moment, each of us are making a choice. Are we going to keep things the way they are, or are we going to change and evolve? Those are like, the two choices that we have in any situation, like that can be applied to any situation. Also, keeping things the same means doing nothing. And so right now, that person, as you're in this reading right now at the moment, that person is in that energy of they don't want to do anything because they're just not sure what to do. Okay? And at some point they will make a choice and they will choose to keep the status quo or they will choose to evolve and change, but the choice is theirs. And here, what this card is telling me is that they really appreciate your love and nurturing here. So if you look at this, like with this queen, she's like really generous and she's really giving to these people who are in need, okay? And this person feels very nourished by your presence in their life. And what I'm getting to is they're just not sure how to repay you. And there's this hesitancy here, again, because of self-worth issues, that they don't want to take too much, okay? but they really like you, they really value you, and they really want to keep connecting with you. They just don't want to be a burden. Okay? So my loves, wow, that is really heartwarming, this last pile here, and I just want to send you and this other person like so much love and light and support. And okay, that card came out. I feel like we need to pull another one though, actually, is what universe is telling me. So let's see. Okay, here's this one. This one is like, pick me. So we have two. Fairy. The nature works with divine beings. A fairy can help you with your manifestations. Be kind and loving towards nature. Fairies love those who recycle and have environmental awareness. It is a gift from the divine. Now, what this is actually telling me in particular is that you might want to consider suggesting that you and this person go for a walk in a park, in the woods, maybe even go on a hike. So somewhere where there's a lot of plants and trees, because what I'm sensing here is this person would really benefit from some grounding and to help settle in the energies, to help calm the racing thoughts, to help calm any powerful emotions that feel overwhelming. And so if you feel up to it, or when this person messages you, maybe offer to go for a walk with them, okay, and get some fresh air. And if you can, be barefoot and really connect with earth. And then the other card we got is open heart. Do you want to be happy? The angels and the universe want you to be happy and loved. Have courage to open your heart. Replace your fear and worry with love and happiness. And so, you know, whenever people are going through difficult times in their life, that love vibration is very healing and is very helpful. And so opening up your hearts to them and just really letting them know that they are seen and that they are valued, like so they know it like emotionally, energetically, but it still helps to be told that verbally, like out loud, you know? It's like with family and close friends, we all know that our family and friends, our closest friends, love us, but it's still very helpful, very healing, very soothing, very pleasant to have them say the words, I love you. So open up your heart, open up your mouth. Open up your mouth and say the things that you're feeling and thinking. And I have the sense that that's going to open up the door for this person to open up and say what they're feeling. They're going to have that sense of safety coming from you when you show a little bit of vulnerability yourself first. All right, my dears. Wow, I really feel some, like, this really puts it perfectly, this karmic energy between the two of you, and it's quite lovely. So with that, if you got anything out of this reading, please do me a favor, my darlings, and hit that thumbs up, like this video for me, and of course subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell on to always so that you're notified every time I post a new video here. And you can receive that nourishment for the soul and the spirit. And for those of you, lastly, for those of you who would really enjoy having some one-to-one energy exchange, guidance, some one-to-one readings that are specific to your needs, I encourage you to take a look at the description box below, and you'll see a link there to book a session with me. And let's get you in that place and that space of higher vibrations and alignment with your path. Okay, my dears? So I will see you all again very, very soon. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Sending you lots of love. Take care, bud. I said babe. Take care, babes.